Hello, I'm Deb Knight. Welcome to A Current Affair. First tonight, the heritage-listed terrace houses being swallowed by a sinkhole. Furious owners claim they warned their council about the problem 19 months ago. Now the fight is on to save a slice of suburban history.
The council have been aware of it and they've done nothing. I'm furious. It's a train wreck in slow motion.
If it's a train wreck, then these are the carriages. 5 terrace houses, some sinking, and the cracks started to show a long time ago.
All this could have been fixed way back in January of 2022 when I first notified the council that there was a problem. We're 19 months later and nothing constructive is being done.
Oh goodness. So it's hard to even open the door.
Kevin Desira and I have stood in this spot before. It's Albion Street in Melbourne's inner city suburb of Brunswick, and that's Kevin's house. The one being propped up, the one that's been a safety hazard for far too long.
The condition of the house has deteriorated further. There are notices from the council coming down on me left, right and centre to get the house in order.
In February, we visited Kevin's terrace, a heritage-listed two-bedder he bought as an investment property. It was falling apart then, and it's still crumbling.
Yeah, last time we spoke, I was mentioning to you that you could fit a cat through the crack, but I tell you what now, you could fit a fat pig through the crack. It's the cracks are getting bigger, and we're going to run out of livestock at this rate.
But this is no laughing matter.
If it's not fixed, it will damage more buildings, it will damage more homes.
Between the Marybeck City Council and Kevin's insurer, he's stuck between a crack and a very hard place.
This house has been here for, again, over 100 years. He's never had this sort of cracking, and now it's all of a sudden developed.
Now this one looks okay.
This one is in the infancy. This one here, the girl tells me there is cracking up near the ceiling.
Kevin's paid for plumbers, engineers and reports to prove that the drainage pit next to his house is leaking. He says it's saturating the ground underneath not just his terrace, but his neighbours too, and the road and the footpath. It's a domino effect Kevin blames on the council's inaction.
Not just lazy, they're incompetent. I can't repair the house until they repair the infrastructure that is faulty around the property.
Since our last story aired, all the council's done is sample the soil and threaten Kevin with an $80,000 fine.
Each time there's this threat of $79,000 to $80,000+ if I don't get my act into gear, but I can't get my act into gear while the ground is wet.
The 66-year-old says after he notified the council that A Current Affair was returning, council took to the pit and fixed what it labelled a minor leak.
It's a start. It will eliminate the amount of water going into the ground in that area.
But it's not enough.
If this problem isn't addressed and rectified in an appropriate manner, you're going to see where the leak is, because there's going to be a big sinkhole.
Town planner and former Chief Commissioner of the Victorian Building Authority, Bill Kuznachuk.
In the end, this is going to be disastrous consequence if people don't put their hand up and accept responsibility for fixing it. And they can fix it. I think it's a water leak underground.
Bill's biggest concern, the walls collapsing.
So you can't afford to build a wall to get to such an extent that it's going to collapse either on people living in premises or on people walking on the footpath or the public realm on the road.
Well, my insurance company's walked away from it because they are trying to say that it wasn't a sudden escape of water.
Kevin's kept a log documenting much of the correspondence he's had over the leakage.
So it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on.
Wow.
All entries of conversations, left a message.
But what stood out the most among Kevin's homework was council admitting it provided Kevin with incorrect, incomplete or difficult to obtain information.
An internal review on themselves was scathing. It highlighted how they had failed in numerous areas, from being incompetent, being evasive, being divisive.
In a statement, a Marybeck City Council spokesperson said,
"Initial investigations have shown our drainage pit was unlikely to cause the foundation issues. We must allow time for our insurer to continue to undertake investigations."
If they've checked it and it's all fine, they should be able to demonstrate that with a very robust assessment of what they've done, because it's not all fine.
Unless they take proactive action, a row of heritage listed houses with the facades that they have will be gone forever.
Well, there might just be some progress at last. Since we got involved, Kevin says Water Authority workers have been back and he's hoping repair work will begin soon.